And Donald Trump has kicked off his second term with sweeping changes in the global scale, cutting foreign aid, firing federal workers and scaling back government operations within the US. While his policies are shaking up Washington, the economic response has been muted. The first jobs report under Trump's new term showed a slowdown in hiring, with just 143,000 jobs added in January, down sharply from 307,000 the month before and below the 2024 average of 166,000 jobs per month. The unemployment rate edged down to 4%, but underlying data reveals cracks in the labor market. The average work week shortened, more Americans are working multiple jobs, and part-time employment is rising due to a lack of full-time opportunities. Economists warn that hiring, quitting and layoffs have slowed dramatically, leaving the economy vulnerable to further job losses. While job growth slowed, wages continue to rise. Average earnings grew 4.1% year over year, boosting worker pay but fueling concerns about inflation. Higher labor costs could lead to price hikes, complicating the Federal Reserve's efforts to bring inflation under control. With wages staying hot, the Fed may keep interest rates elevated longer than expected, pressuring businesses and consumers. Adding to market unease, Trump's new tariffs on imports have jolted global markets. Investors fear that rising trade tensions could trigger another wave of inflation, making goods more expensive. The uncertainty is already affecting consumer sentiment. The University of Michigan's Consumer Confidence Index has dropped to its lowest level since July, reflecting growing public concern over the economy. Despite mounting concerns, Trump has remained unusually quiet on the economy, a contrast to his first term when he frequently commented on economic data. But with inflation fatigue setting in and prices still high, Americans are expecting results, and soon. Housing costs remain elevated, borrowing remains expensive, and the labor market is losing momentum. Voters gave Trump the edge over Kamala Harris in 2024 on economic trust, believing he could lower inflation and restore growth. But the clock is now ticking. A slowing job market, shaky consumer confidence and tariff-driven uncertainty are putting pressure on Trump to deliver. With global markets on edge and inflation risks rising, his economic policies will be tested sooner than expected.